gazing far into the night. I raise my hand.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's another beautiful day, and I'm like, okay, it's been a while we actually bring something out for you guys, so let us bring one interesting topic again, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. So if you're a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back.
Sure.
I really do appreciate every single person. Yeah. So today I have Treasure here. So I will have one interesting topic. This topic is juicy. I hope you guys are ready for this one. So go grab your tea.
The topic is like smoothie. So yummy. And you want to just sit down, relax. Don't get yourself so excited about anything. Just don't be busy. Sit down, grab everything we got for you because you're going to be learning a lot.
Yep.
I can assure you.
Yep.
It's good to be back again.
Thank you. Thanks for coming. And guys, get something to drink, wine, something, because you will need it for this video. So guys, so today's topic, we're talking about communication in marriage. And when we talk about communication, we're talking about communication, like communicating every tiny thing, like anything you can think about in marriage. Now this is not for singles, okay? Well, singles that are ready for marriage, you can benefit from this video, of course, but this is communication in marriage in general, is what, not in general, for couple or singles that are ready to get married. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. So Treasure, what do you want to say about communication in marriage?
I think there's two things, right? So communication and then the marital part of it, okay? In general terms, communication is like you saying something that is very clear to whoever you're communicating with or whoever you're talking with. Mm-hmm. That is, you're saying something and the person is hearing you, okay, and can understand what you're saying, or can decode, or better put, can respond. Okay, it's two ways. You're communicating to me and there's an expectation from you. And what is that expectation? Either you want an answer from me, okay, or I understand what you're saying, okay, to me. So that is communication. Mm-hmm. And now there is the general, outlook of what communication is all about. But in marriage, it's a different ballgame. So now we're dealing with communication. So I think that is the background. That is the foundation also in marriage, where couples are able to communicate to one another, understand each other. You are able to know exactly what your partner is saying to you per time. Okay. Another thing you need to also understand when it comes to communicating in marriage, or communication in marriage, as it were, is understanding the body language of whoever you're communicating with. It's so important. Is that person in his right frame of mind at that moment, or is that atmosphere the right atmosphere to either communicate with that person? Mm-hmm. All of these things are psychological. Mm-hmm. So you need to know these basics before you literally want to do what is called communicating in marriage. It's so important. It's like a school. Okay, you understand it's like an examination, rather. You understand the question first before you start to provide the answers, because the end result, it's about whether you either pass that exam or you fail the exam. The same way, you might be communicating something right, okay, but if the atmosphere is not the right atmosphere at that time, it don't make sense to anybody. Okay, so it means right communication, right information that you're trying to pass across, but at the wrong time. So all of these things, you must balance it up very, very well. Like going into the act of communication, it's two things. There's the act of communication, there is the act. That is to say, the style in which you communicate, and the act of it is the swag. Let me use that word. The swag you put in your communication. For example, my wife is, I don't know if it's general among ladies, they would say that if you want something from your man, that's when they give you some communication like, hi darling, like she always want to touch me.
Don't even say that.
And so
it's not what I
it's an act. When I mean an act, it's like ART. So she has crafted that act in such a way that she knows what to do.
That's not true.
Right?
That's not true. I don't. You know when I need something from you that I do that.
No. But for her, no. She does it randomly and sometimes without even being conscious. But the point I'm trying to make here is understanding the act of communication, and that is the ACT of communication and the ART of communication is so important. I think I've said that sometimes here on this platform.
True.
About, is it communication as well?
Yeah. It was something else. It was something different topic, but not communication.
Okay, so it's very, very important. It's very, very crucial. Okay? Communication in marriage, so important. It keeps the marriage going. Now, if you want to get a successful marriage, you can either know from the way and manner, the couples or the spouse, interact as to how they communicate among themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, if the communication is right, forget it. You're going to have a good and sweet marriage.
Okay, so should there be a limit of, should there be like a boundary to communication in marriage? Like, should there be things that couples should not even bother to talk about? Or you feel like couples should talk about every single thing? And what are the things that you feel like couples should talk about in marriage? Okay, the first question is, so do you think there should be boundary of communication in marriage?
Now, when you say boundary, you're talking about limits, okay?
The limits, yeah.
I think in my first invitation as to what you talk about as couple, quoting from the fact that you both coming together have now made you one.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, it says, and, wherefore the man who leave his father and mother cleave to his wife, and they both shall become one flesh.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So there shouldn't be anything that I know that you shouldn't know. Now you are coming into this relationship with all your secrets opened up. This is me. Know me for who I am. Okay. I've got to let you know that this is who I am.
Okay.
So that when I come into this marriage, or when we're communicating, you're not going to be like, hey, I didn't know this about you, or no, you ain't sounding this way while we met earlier on. You can't pretend about this.
So I see that for a young lady that is getting married and she got married to the man, you feel like every of our past, no matter how good or how it is, she should be able to communicate with her. But you won't expect a girl that has been through like so many things that she knows that I'm not supposed to have done this, but I did it. I'm supposed to live a adventurous life, but I did not, because it was a mistake that they made when they were younger. Listen. So I ain't saying that that kind of a girl should be able to tell a man that, I'm sorry, I've done, for example, I think I've done an abortion before. Maybe it's like the girl says to the man that she has done an abortion before. Like, so, whoa. Like, do you think a girl should communicate that to a man?
Well, you see, one thing I've come to understand about anything that would keep our home to be very successful, especially to have peace. Because the end thereof is the peace that we're talking about.
True.
Okay? If anything is going to make, me have some doubt about my home in the future, I rather want to, squash it now, early enough while we're still like dating before. Because you don't want to come into this relationship and then you're hearing from somewhere else that this was who I used to be, not who I am now. There's a difference between who you were in the past and who you are now.
But it's difficult.
Okay? So yeah, it's kind of difficult, but guess what? I said something earlier. I said, you're not married the person for who that person, you're married the person for who the person is. Not what the person used to be.
How about men that use that thing against the woman when they get married?
See, no one is free from guilt. Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a Christian, I'm a believer. The Bible says for all have sinned. Regardless of what you're thinking about, there is always a past of everyone. I've got my own past. Everyone's got his or her own past. Okay? But you see, that was then. All things are passed away now. Behold, everything now is become new.
Yeah.
So, but that, things happen in my past is not a yardstick that I'm going to use those things that happen in my past to haunt my present, or haunt or take my eyes off the future and the glory ahead of me. I can think about them and learn the lessons and just use it to talk about, or rather advise a lot of folks and tell them, you know what, I've got this past. However, I'm telling you, it wasn't good enough. Do not get into that situation that I was way back. So I'm going to use my past to, talk to people not to make the same mistake. However, no one should judge you based on your past. That is, if you come openly and genuinely, you've got to let them know what went wrong way back and how God helped you in the journey. Now, take note. That doesn't mean that you're not going to make some mistakes even in the future to come. But if you're so open, the person would know that yes, even if anything happens. Because see, listen to me. There could be scandal. For example, I'm not going to use myself, okay. A man who opened up to his wife about who he used to be way back, or maybe way back in college, he was, this kind of a guy who partied a lot, kind of had fun with some ladies. And then that was in the past. He opened up to his wife and then he said, I wasn't proud about the past. However, I'm a changed man now. And the wife saw him from that light of the changed man that he said he is now. And you never can tell. Someone can just want to run a scandal to put you guys apart. But the wife would say, no, I know my husband. I know my man. For this particular scandal, he is innocent. I know what he can do. Why? Because that man was able to open up. My wife can literally tell you the things I can do. So if you're wasting your time coming to say, no, I try to want to lie against or go behind me to tell my wife stuff that you think would want to cause issue between my wife and I, she will just tell you, say something else. I'm telling you, heaven bears me witness. She knows the things I can do. She knows the things I will not do.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true.